Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. I tried to do small readings. I'll still post them, but they just wasn't working out for me. We have holding on way too tight, strangely lonely, death and the maiden, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance here. Count your blessings, ghost of the pumpkin patch. Okay, let's see, Aquarius. These cards for you. It seems like somebody's holding on to you way too tight. It could have been a bad relationship here with this death and maiden. You know, they could have violated your boundaries, tried to dominate you. Invasion of your privacy, brought people into your relationship, and you're now trying to count your blessings. I guess you're trying to start again with that card being number one, the Magician. That's how we manifest things, right? Maybe without knowing you're manifesting this person, because it seems like there's this, you know, person still sort of lingering in your energy here. And lonely. I feel like maybe even you, here you are in the daytime feeling great, and then in the nighttime maybe, you know, they haunt you here. Might be because they are missing you in this period of time as well. It's like they are lonely. When it's like, you know, you both live separate lives, but when it comes to the nighttime here, it's like you both come together, or you know, meet in the 5D or in memory or in dreams or something like that, because there's this invasion of boundaries. It's like coming to you in your dreams, in your sleep and things like that. I definitely feel that there's this invasion of energy, whether it's you or them, because we have cross watchers, and you know, general readings can go either way. So I feel like this person is, you might think strangely lonely. I would just say lonely. You might say, well, why are they lonely? They might be in a different relationship. They might have chose to leave. Why are they lonely? And I just feel like what they're missing is you. We're all individuals. I don't believe that you can replace another person. You know, you might get with another person or something like that, but you can't really replace a person, right? We're all individuals. So I feel like without you, they're lonely. You know, we can see the death, the change in the connection, and see you counting your blessings here. But let's see. Let's see where this is going. 10 of Pentacles. So it's something that they came to an end. It was reversed here. That they're now regretting. So they're trying to hold on to it any way they can. Maybe memories on a nighttime, maybe when they're alone. They are thinking of you, and it's sort of coming into your energy. You might see that as, you know, invading your energy there. Like, you might even look on readings like, why is this person still in my readings? Because they're holding on to you energetically. This relationship, you know, 10 is the end of a cycle. It came to an end, but it's something that they regret letting go of. It seems like there was a lot invested in this, with it being the 10 of Pentacles. This is like things that a love that's like kind of a legacy, or you have a family together, or grandchildren together, or planned a family or a future together. A lot of investment here that just all went down the pan when, you know, this relationship came to an end, and now they're regretting it. They're lonely without all those plans, without all those, without you. So let's see. Six of Cups, yeah. This was a very special soulmate connection, and I guess this is why they are lonely without you, and you miss them, or vice versa. Like I said, it can go either way. But there's this longing, and there's this point in the day where they have these memories that come flooding back to them. Maybe with the Six of Cups we can say memories that are worse than things actually happened or better than things actually happened. So you could both be remembering the good things that happened at a certain time, and that's your energies like entwined in and connecting here, wanting reconciliation, wanting to come back together. Might just be very short-lived, and then, you know, you get up and you're like, nope, I'm counting my blessings, I got away from that person was dominant, or, you know, violated my boundaries, or whatever it is. You know, did something that I don't agree with, they ended the relationship, whatever. But they learned via loss here. Losing you really had an effect on them, an impact on them. And it's not to say that it didn't have an impact on you. I just want to give you an idea what's going on with this soulmate connection here, because it's a very important soulmate connection, the Six of Cups. We can see all the other cups, they have nothing in, but in the Six of Cups, they're always filled with these beautiful flowers and things like that, and life and change. So it's like when you're together and it's good, it's really good. But then when it was over, it was such a huge loss that there was regret, there was maybe even emptiness, loneliness, and still could be, right? So let's see here. Five of Wands. It's like a battle they fight every single day. This battle within them, that's the Five of Wands, this battle within that makes them feel, it's like, go to them, don't go to them, like, you ended it, it's over, or something like that. It's like trying not to miss you is a battle. When they are alone, it's you that they miss. It's, you know, when the lights go out, they can't pretend anymore. It's like they can exhale and feel what they're meant to be feeling, but it's a battle to face every day. This, like I said, this of course could be you, that when we're missing somebody, we want somebody to return to us, we can hold on too tight, which will block manifestations. If that's what we want, if we want to reconcile a relationship and manifest somebody into our life, we can block it by holding on too tight. If you wanted to even manifest a new relationship after this, we can't hold on to what we went through in that experience. We can sit with it, unpack it, feel it, explore it, but then we've got to let it go. If we hold on to past experiences too tight, this can block what's coming in. So it's like this battle within ourselves that we need to free ourselves from here. They need to free themselves from this inner struggle. Five of Wands. This Mars energy that's coming up, it wants to help us to take action to transform things. So Five of Wands, Mars energy, it being a 5, it wants change. This Six of Cups, we learned via loss, and we can see that Ten of Pentacles reversed. We know what we lost, something huge to us. I feel like we've had lots of signs that this would be a very important soulmate to you. I guess you're trying to count your blessings and think about what you've got, not what you've lost. The Emperor. They're having this battle with their ego here. Not that that's any better, but they're having a battle with their ego. That's what stopped them, you know, maybe turning around quicker. Maybe their ego spoke for them and broke the connection, and, you know, they felt like that you were going to come running back to them, or you would fight for them and things like that. And I think you both just didn't. I think maybe both of you expected more from the other person, and it just didn't happen. The Empress sat down here, so this person is like protecting their own ego and their own pride. And I think you probably thought you fought enough for them, so you're going to do the same. You're going to protect yourself. And I feel like inside all of this, that, you know, when we present ourselves to the world, we're strong and fabulous. But on the inside, or when the lights go out, you know, we're quite vulnerable here. So I think maybe you didn't want to show your vulnerability to even friends and family here with the Ten of Pentacles. You might be something that you kept to yourself due to pride, that maybe you wanted this person to come back because maybe there was people saying, oh, you know, that person, they were so bad to you, they were so terrible, they were such a crappy person. So that stopped you wanting to return. But the connection was very strong. It was very meaningful. It was very deep. It was an important soulmate connection. And I feel like you knew it. And this is why maybe you keep things to yourself, or kept things to yourself, that you wanted to go back to them, or, you know, at least in the beginning, you wanted to explore this more rather than give up on it. Here, the Emperor, I would view the Emperor as wisdom, maybe even age. And, you know, I feel like you might be old-fashioned, that we don't just give up on love. You know, you might have wanted to fight for it, but like I say, there was outside influences or circumstances that meant you couldn't. So it could have even been that this person cut off all contact with you and you couldn't fight for it, and things like that. And as well, this could very well be the other person, right, that couldn't fight because people was telling them not to come back to you, or they didn't want to face the arguments or the truth of the situation, or even how much they hurt you. Because look at that, this was the betrayal of a lifetime, 10 of Swords. And I feel like maybe this hurt more because you let this person in, because you had to let them in. You've got no armor on here, all right? You've got your armor on here, but you haven't got your armor on here. So when that last knife went in, you didn't have your armor on, so you'd let them into your heart. You'd let them into your safe place. And so this is why it's an extra betrayal, because you trusted them. Maybe you even told them experiences you went through before, and other times when people had stabbed you in the back. So for them to do it, it was more painful. So this was a death for you, and you felt every piece of it, every twist and inch of that backstabbing you felt there. So I believe this changed you immensely, and this soulmate might not be aware of how much you've changed just yet. This cycle did end. You don't regret, like, I guess when you're practicing gratitude, it's very good that you say, I don't regret things that I've experienced, because they've all made me who I am today. We are, I guess, stronger, and maybe we don't need to, or this could be a lesson what's coming up, you don't need to have this armor on. You're still strong without it. You're still strong. It takes a very strong person to forgive, to understand, to see another person's perspective, to be compassionate, to allow, it takes humongous strength to allow yourself to be vulnerable again, right? Especially after this, when you present your heart to people and boom, they go ahead and try to stab you in the back straight away. So I believe this is a lesson that it's teaching you, that, hey, you can pick yourself up, and you can be kind, loving, grow, and not let past hurts hold you back from experiencing love to its fullest. So learning unconditional love, starting with yourself, because usually when we're like this and we've been broken, beat up, backstabbed, we might start turning on ourselves and say, I was so stupid, I was this, I, shouldn't have let that person in, I shouldn't have trusted, I knew it, my intuition told me. But then we've got to start being kind to ourselves and pick ourselves up when we go through this death process, because we have a rebirth, and after the Ten of Swords comes the Ace of Swords, a breakthrough, an opportunity for clarity and ascension. So yeah, the betrayal felt worse because it was from this person. King of Cups. You was ready for this love to last forever. And you may even have learned to love this person unconditionally, which means with them not being with you, which is the end goal, right? We're supposed to learn to love unconditionally. But you might very well be ready now and healed enough for this person to come back towards you. And this could be why this is happening now and why this information is coming to you now. If you've seen this video and you're still here, I guarantee this information is for you, at least some part of it. We want to ascend ourselves to a point where we can embrace love, accept love, be ready for love, giving and receiving, and not like put this armor on to protect ourselves from the world. Because love is what we came here to experience. This could very well be an Aries, a Taurus, or a Scorpio here that's coming into your energy with the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups there. So that'd be Scorpio, Deacon 1, or maybe another water sign. Let's see here. It's definitely showing that this person still loves you but hasn't said it, and maybe you still have love for them, and it's, you know, an unconditional love where you don't need to love them and them be with you. You can love them from afar. Let's see here. Nine of Wands. So this is coming to an end. We can see a lot of shifts and changes going on for you right now. Maybe a lot going on in your everyday life. Stresses, nothing that you can't handle. This person could be a long distance from you. But I just feel like this protection, this isolation that you went through, we could say blocking even, but this isolation that you went through was protection. So I always say the Nine of Wands is this fence of protection that we, you know, it's usually a farmer that puts this fence around his crops and, you know, wants to protect how much he's grown so that when it comes to harvest time, you know, he gets what he's been putting in. And this is what I can see you doing, wanting to protect yourself. But how we do that is by raising our standards, not our boundaries, right? So I feel like you've done that. You've learned to raise your standards with the Nine of Wands. You know, you've come down from the Emperor where you've got these, you know, walls up high around your heart because, you know, you let somebody in and they stabbed it there. But now you've learned to love yourself. You learned to raise your standards and not block people out because you're ready for love with the King of Cups. A very divine connection. It's showing that, you know, it's time because you're feeling that longing, that loneliness even. So we see with the Nine of Wands here that you're opening up now to at least the idea of love and allowing people to come across your boundaries, those who have meet your standards, right? So there's a ticket at the gate. If you haven't got the right ticket, you're not getting in. If you don't come to me correct, I'm not letting you into my heart anymore. I'm not letting you into my energy, because peace of mind, staying in this energy, is more important than anything else. You know, it's like the good old Whitney said, rather be alone than unhappy. But a perfect match is coming for you. The Empress. We have the Emperor and the Empress, and this is a very special soulmate because we can see, you know, once you both vibrate higher, that we can come together. You're about creating new things. That's the Empress, about giving birth to something new. after a death, and we see the minor arcana here for the death, we want that rebirth, we want that new, we want to come together with and create new things, new life, right? So I definitely feel like you've been also learning to balance the masculine and feminine energy within you and allowing yourself to lead with balance. It might be what Libra season has taught you, because the first half of October being Libra season, so that was an adjustment period where we can see all these 10s and these 9s bringing these cycles to a closing, big major shifts. So if you're going through, you know, a lot right now, it's coming to an end. There's going to be this change and this new beginning as we move forward. There's going to be new exposure to something that gives you a new lease of life for the next couple of years, it feels like. So the Empress here, Justice, yeah, we were talking about Libra season, right? This can be an indication, but I feel like this is both clearing a lot of karma. So you could have been through some karmic events and things like that, and you know, I hate the word karmic, but your partner could have gone off with a karmic partner, you know, somebody they was destined to meet. But I feel like things are coming back into balance now and justice will be served. Two of Pentacles. It's not nice to be the person that's, you know, left holding the ball or juggling the relationship, trying to keep it afloat and things like that. So I guess you had to go through all these endings and these new beginnings. Nobody really wants to be in this position because everybody can see you juggling and things like that. So I feel that's why you protected yourself. You didn't want to be, you know, the fool here, like trying to keep the relationship a balance or explaining to each other and going backwards and forwards until you knew. Now a solid decision will be made. I feel like you'll be sharing good news very soon, Aquarius. Good luck, guys.